This is one of the greatest poems of all time. It's Gunga Din is one of the greatest heroes of all time. I don't feel worthy of making it into a comic. If I did, it'd probably be like 50 to 80 pages. So here it is. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you appreciate the great poem by Rudyard Kipling. You may talk of gin and beer when you're quartered safe out here, and you're sent to penny fights and aldershot it. But when it comes to slaughter, you will do your work on water, and you'll lick the blooming boots of him that's got it. Now in India's sunny clime, where I used to spend my time, a serving of Her Majesty the Queen, of all them black-faced crew, the finest man I knew was our regimental Bisty Gunga Din. He was din, 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 you limpin' lump of brick dust, Gunga Din. High, slippy, hither-o, water, get it panny low, you squidgy-nosed old idol, Gunga Din. The uniform he wore was nothing much before, and rather less than half of that behind. For a piece of twisty rag and a goatskin water bag was all the field equipment he could find. When the sweating troop train lay in a siding through the day, where the heat would make you bloomin' eyebrows crawl, we shouted Harry by till our throats were bricky dry. Then we whopped him 'cause he couldn't serve us all. It was din, 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 you heathen, where the mischief have you been? You put some Jaldi in it, or I'll marrow you this minute if you don't fill up my helmet, Gunga Din. You would dot and carry one till the longest day was done, and he didn't seem to know the use of fear. If we charged or broke our cut, you could bet your bloomin' nut he'd be waiting 50 paces right flank rear. With his music on his back, he would slip with our attack and watch us till the bugles made retire. For all his dirty-eyed, he was white, clear white inside, when he went to tend the wounded under fire. It was din, 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 with the bullets kicking dust spots on the green. When the cartridges ran out, you could hear the front ranks shout, "High ammunition mules and Gunga Din." I can't forget the night when I dropped behind the fight with a bullet where my belt plate should have been. I was choking mad with thirst, and the man that spied me first was our good old grinning, grunting Gunga Din. He lifted up my head, and he plugged me where I bled, and he gave me half a pint of water green. It was crawling and it stunk, but of all the drinks I've drunk, I'm gratefulest to one from Gunga Din. It was din, din, din. Here's a beggar with a bullet through his spleen. He's chawing up the ground and he's kicking all around. For God's sake, get the water, Gunga Din. He carried me away to where a dooley lay, and a bullet come and drilled the beggar clean. He put me safe inside, and just before he died, I hope you liked your drink, says Gunga Din. So I'll meet him later on at the place where he is gone, where it's always double drill and no canteen. He'll be squatting on the coals, giving drink to poor damned souls, and I'll get a swig in hell from Gunga Din. Yeah, Din, 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 you Lazarushian leather Gunga Din, though I've belted you and flayed you, by the living God that made you, you're a better man than I am, Gunga Din. Wasn't that great? Now, I just want to explain a little something to the people that may be over-judgmental in our culture. Okay, they might think that the British character is a racist. Okay, and that this poem is racist. Listen to it again, okay? The British character was a racist in the beginning of the poem. But by the end, he loved Gunga Din. Gunga Din was the bravest man he's ever, bravest he's ever experienced. And it's like people will say that Huck Finn is a racist novel because in the beginning, Huck is racist. But if you read the book, he slowly realizes that Jim is awesome. And the whole idea of what we call anti-racism is so morally idiotic, because what it entails is being racist as your weapon against racism. But the weapon against racism is really empathy. Okay, this is and looking at other people. And this guy, this Brit, at the end, he was like, he gave him the greatest compliment in some way, because he kind of like he reevaluated everything that he thought about Hindus. Because it's like in Christianity we will say that like your heaven may exist, but it's actually hell. And this Brit decided Gunga was so awesome that he's going where Gunga goes. And he knows that when he's there, he'll be laying on the floor and, needing relief from his misery. And Gunga will be there helping people, helping everyone. Because Gunga is the bravest person he's ever known. Okay? Anyway, if you look at the links, you could check out my comic books. I have more to publish. I'm going to publish some soon. I'm going to publish the Snow White really soon. I was waiting for a bigger audience, but I have 12 subscribers. Awesome, and then I'll be happy with that, because I'm living like a great life, and I don't know if anybody listens to this and appreciates how great and brave Gunga Din is, and even one person, even if I could touch one person. And this world is so, people have such hardship, and I'm so fortunate to be able to draw and do this, but I'm doing this to serve the public. I really am. That's really what I want to do, but I really enjoy it. Okay, I really do. I'm not going to lie about that. I'm a happy person. I have love in my life, and I have everything. Okay. I'm a little choked up about Gunga Din. But that's what happens. You got to read Gunga Din. You got to take it and read it yourself, and read it a bunch of times. Keep it with you for years, and this poem will be real. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for listening, and next time. Okay. Next time I'll draw the poem. Okay. Goodbye.